All right, yo, this is Steady Mobbin, episode 660. This is Black Mob. To my left, I got...
Kufis World. Let's
go. Yo, Kufi is one of the new age rappers in Toronto. He was coming up in the mid-2010s. He navigated through the BS, and he's still here. And he's still doing it for the pleasure. You know, a lot of the people who are doing hip hop nowadays are just doing it for the fame and the money, and never for the pleasure. And you can tell it when they're rapping. You can tell it when they're making the art. You can tell it with their posts. You can tell it just for the check. Whereas with this brother here, you can tell he has a passion for it, and he's got the talent for it.
Thank you.
Give it up for Kufi.
Okay.
Let's
Thank you.
Yo, tell me. You're like on the Queen Street West like I was. Tell me, what was is it still popping right now over there?
Honestly, two things. One, I was in Montreal for the past little bit.
Yeah.
I moved to Montreal for a little bit.
What's happening in Montreal?
Honestly, the vibes are really pure.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot less violent. And they use less auto-tune. So, thought it was interesting.
How's the hip hop scene over in Montreal?
It's interesting. It's kind of wavy.
Are they rapping in English or French?
Both, but the English side is mad cool. I got some cool surprises on my next project.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Haitian showed you love over there?
Hella love, and their food is dope.
Yeah, Haitian food's great. Yeah,
food is
great.
dope.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that's what's up. Yo, what I know we're gonna be jumping in a bunch of topics. There's nothing on particularly in this itinerary, but tell me about like the clubs on the Queen Street West. I want to reminisce with you.
Okay, so
what was a club on a Friday night? Where would you go?
There used to be this party back in the day called House. We used to do that joint. That shit was crazy. I was really more into the after parties.
Yeah,
I would deadass wait to go to the
3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, for real. I'm like trying to go to the club after the club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the after parties were crazy. Oh my god.
Were you popping Molly back then?
Yeah,
I was too.
Yeah, for sure. I was a lot of Molly. I have a crazy Molly story that wasn't so Molly.
Oh my god.
Where's the Kodak Black, bro?
Yeah, tell me about.
Yo, it's fucking Art Basel right now in Miami.
I should have went down. I saw. So the guy who has the artwork here, he's down there right now selling his art.
Yo, okay, I got it. You asked me about the Molly. I got to tell you a crazy story.
Please.
It's only happened one time, and I swear to God, it's not even one I'm on. Okay, I swear to God, it was a mistake. So one time I went down to Miami. I'm in Miami for Art Basel.
What year?
Bro, I can't even remember the year right now. 2000 and fucking... It had to have been like around 2018, something like that. Like...
Or before the world went to shit?
Like something like XXX Tentacion is still blowing. Like just blowed up.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like, what was that?
2017-ish.
2017-ish?
Yeah.
Late 2017.
Yeah, I remember that.
Probably like late 2017. It was definitely late 2017. December 2017. Thank you. Okay. I'm in Miami for Art Basel, December 2017. And I told my friend brought me out there. Okay, one of my homies brought me out there. Shout out Beige. So Beige flies me down, and she's like, "Yo," she wants me to help her with her music. Whoop de whoop. So I'm like, "Okay, cool. I can fuck with you. I can do your music, but I need you to meet this little rider for me." She's like, "I bet." She's like, "What's the rider?" So I'm like, "Okay, cool. I need this. I need a hotel with a view, with a view of the water, you know what I'm saying? And some speakers, I don't know if I'm gonna travel with my interface, you feel me? Like, I need half ounce of weed, like I need some grabba, some blunts, I need Molly." She's like, "Molly, when am I gonna get Molly?" I'm like,
"You'll find it."
I'm like, come on. I'm like, "Girl, come on. You know you can find it." She's like, "All right, bet. I'll get that." I get down to Miami. Most of the shit's there. The weed wasn't there yet. We're going out. We're linking up with some other artists and shit like that. My homegirl, DJ Oso, was out there. She was spinning that night. It was crazy. So we go, right? Oso is too amazing in every capacity. So, boom, we go to link up. Outside the spot, I'm like, yo, you know what? I'm going to pop that damn Molly. So, boom, I pop some of the Molly. And then we end up going to, we party with Oso. We meet a bunch of people. Boom, we go to the studio. I'm in the studio. I'm thinking, like, I'm not really feeling it. Like, it's not hitting like that. So I pop some more. All of a sudden, fam.
Both of them hit.
Oh, man. I had this whole long conversation with somebody, this other artist from Chicago. And then I'm geeking so hard I have to leave, bro. So I leave the studio. I go back to the crib. I start cooking up. And I'm like, trapped in I'm watching the ocean, but I feel like I'm trapped in the cycle of the waves.
Oh, that's amazing.
Like so I make this beat.
Ooh.
I'm stuck. The beat's a banger, and it ended up turning into a song called Big Cap with Rob Banks and Kid Trunks.
I remember that guy, Kid Trunks.
Yeah, he was with X and those guys. And I did that with Skip on the beat. Anyway, so then fam, I'm like, I couldn't talk for like 2 days though. Real shit. The thing had me so fucked up, I couldn't speak, fam. I thought I was spiked. I thought it had to be meth or something like that. So on some Florida shit, you know? I was fucked up, bro.
With bath salts and everything back
Brother,
then?
it was bath salts era at the time. I'm like, bro, I'm tripping out. I'm thinking I might fuck around and attack somebody, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is going crazy. Like, mosh up, fam.
The last time I did Molly was in 2014. And
I wish I had that sense.
Dude, I used to sell it by the ounces. And then the guy I was buying it from was like, yo, are you taking this? Are you using this? And he was a Jamaican brother. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, yo, don't do it. He's like, yo, don't do it. And I'm like, why? And he's like, I'm like, why can't I take it? He's like, yo, I'm cutting it up with other shit. I'm like, thank you for telling me. I won't do this again. Because he was mixing it with speed, mixing it with caffeine pills, and like it was like half Molly. So I'm like, no, you know what? I'm not gonna do this.
Oh man,
I can't.
Yeah, but bad Molly trip is so bad.
Yeah, it was a very
good Molly's so nice. Bad Molly, so bad.
I remember when Trinidad James came out. That was the pure Molly. it was
when the Weeknd dropped.
Oh yeah,
that was the purest Molly.
Oh my god, dude! I was listening to the Weeknd all Thursday and Friday.
Bro, shout out the old school Weeknd. Every era Weeknd, goated.
We can have a conversation about that later.
I fuck with the Weeknd. Bro.
I love the Weeknd. By the way, shout out the Weeknd. Love you. Yeah, but the first 3 albums were just amazing. Just great times. So, you know how like in the artistry game right now, like streaming is not making a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Streaming is just like whatever. How what would you say? What would you tell an artist who's coming up today? How would you navigate? Like I know there's 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
You're in it for the money, and then you're in it for the passion. But the passion will get you some passive income. Right. So my next question is for you is like, what would you tell the youngins for the passive income? Like, is it through touring? Like what's the passive income?
I think the first and most significant thing that anybody should do if you're trying to build as an artist is for real building community. And it takes time. So it might take time for real, but be genuine in your interactions with your local community and with your artist community abroad. It's so important.
You know what? You're so true. We're talking about that community with Lou Breeze the other day. And Lou Breeze literally, I don't remember how Lou Breeze's his thing in the beginning. There was a community around him. And you have a community around you too. And the successful artists in Toronto typically have like a community, a sub-community around them.
Yes.
And like, I think you're right. That's the key. Start with the community. But like, for monetization, I'm not seeing the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I'm seeing a lot of brothers merch, but I'm not seeing a lot of brothers tour. Nowhere in Canada. Touring
makes money for sure, but I think touring, a lot of people don't speak the whole of the whole truth about touring. Early touring is expensive.
Okay, tell me about it.
Like before you're really super jumping, you're gonna need to spend money to get jumping to tour properly. Like not only is it either it's on your marketing of yourself or it's the marketing of your events, right? Like you can have successful tour dates without being super jumping online.
Interesting.
Right? Because if you have if you promote the events themselves properly, if you know how to book, if you know how to navigate the system, one, or if you have genuine grassroots relationships with the communities that you're visiting.
Yeah.
Or somebody that has those relationships with the communities that you're visiting, right? Either which way, if you're not already like in a flow where promoters are just gonna book you to go hella places, it's expensive.
So the reason why I also bring this up is, classified. The classified.
Yeah.
So last year we had to sit there. We had a podcast with him. This guy came off of like a 20-city tour. At the end of or mid-December, guess what he did? He did it again this year, a 20-city tour. So like from what I'm seeing is like these guys are just are staying afloat by touring. I'm just like the reason why I'm saying this is because
Classified gets hella grants.
Okay, speak on it.
Like Classified, I think there's different segments. There's a lot of different like tiers to this rap. Specifically the rap shit. Yeah. I think in Canada, you have like the artists that speak to and for the streets, and they never get funding.
Yep.
Right? So they have to fund it off the road. They have to go get it themselves. They have to have some private investors or whatever have you, and they usually have better business acumen anyway. Then you have the ones, so you're more likely to get a return on your investment fucking with them in the first place, unless they get arrested.
Yeah.
Right? And they're way more hot. Everybody's way more hot because they have to go get it themselves because they're not going to get that funding. Then you have like there's like a lot of grant baby artists as well. You know what I'm saying?
I love that grant baby artist.
The grant baby artist.
Like, oh man, I'm
not gonna say no names. I'm not doing it. I'm not saying any names. Okay. But we all know anyways. It doesn't even matter. Mm-hmm. The grant baby artists who are gonna be eligible for Junos and all this type of stuff. But everybody, bro, like if you're not corny, then you can hear corny. You know what I'm saying? And they say they articulate in a particular fashion that would make them eligible for said grants and so on. They're not speaking they're not speaking in vivid capacity about what's actually happening in the community, what's actually happening in the streets, what's actually happening with our people, because they can't. So they make sure that they're speaking in a way that is
pacified,
right? Passive enough that it is appealing to the white majority government of this nation, and so they can, get those minority grants, or even for Classified's perspective or situation, he's like a legacy grant. Like those guys are gonna keep doing what they're doing. Like
crazy, isn't it?
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Classified does speak for a community, he does speak for a group of people, but like how relevant. No disrespect to Classified, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course, we all know Classified. He's done what he's done. I respect it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I respect it. Real shit. But how relevant is that? How relevant is that to the right now?
I guess what I'm trying to say is, why can't brothers like you go on a 20-city tour?
I might.
You should, brother. Honestly, I'm rooting for you. I really want to see you doing 30-city tours in Canada.
Inshallah soon.
You know what I mean?
I gotta talk to my PO.
Please do. Make it happen. Because I'm sitting and I'm watching like this guy doing a 20-city tour year after year, and like nobody else is doing it. It's and like there's money in these tour dates. You know what I'm saying? It just frustrates me.
I'm trying to get some money on too.
That's what, let's go. I always ask everybody who pulls up to the studio, what song made you fall in love with hip hop? What was that song?
Yo, I have. Can I give you a Canadian one and just my other one?
Yeah. Canadian and American. Let's do that.
Okay, so my Canadian one, I'm gonna sing a line of the song and then I'll say who's it.
All right.
Money can't buy me happiness.
Yeah. Who
was that?
Jelly Stone.
You feel me? That one, they are crazy.
Oh man.
Actually, I need to do two. Jellystone and then fucking Drake City Is Mine. That one was insane.
Okay.
Those two got me thinking, maybe I might even could do music myself.
For real. Like, big shout out to Jellystone and Drake.
Right? And then American one, bro. Country Grammar and Nelly, fam.
Shit. Okay, I see that.
Country Grammar and Nelly. I'm not gonna lie.
I can see that.
I love that, and I love the next episode.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. No, Country Grammar was a fire track. Napster days, listening to Napster, downloading on Napster, with speakers and shit. Oh man, perfect.
Country Grammar is probably like, I don't even know. I don't know.
Yo, I'll show you. I don't know if you saw the clip, but did you see Nelly in his early days? He used to do boom bap rap.
No.
There's a
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, boom bap. Let me.
Fuck?
I might just pull it up. Let me just pull it up.
Pull it up.
Hopefully, I can edit it and I can show it on the screen for everybody. But yeah, it's Nelly in his early days, in the mid to late 90s. Yeah, Nelly boom bap rap. Nelly early rap.
Nelly's a guy to me, fam.
I need one of those.
You know, Nelly's the first one to have the country singer on his record.
I can't
rapper.
find it right now, but I'll find it eventually. I'll play it on there. But
remember that Tim McGraw and Nelly?
Yeah. I'm glad you brought up
the first Shabuzi.
He was, and I'm glad you brought up Nelly. Remember how Nelly was on top of the world? He is still on top of the world, but he was like the guy. Remember?
I still want Nelly a real OG, fam.
Now check this out. Let's agree. Do you agree that he did fall off per se?
I think no. I think that Nelly came to term.
Okay.
Let's not say fall off, because Nelly was
an expiry date.
He vibed for his whole era, like
you guys,
right? But his whole era has turned over.
Jay-Z said it. Only one selling records is M, Pimp Juice, and Us.
That time, I'm still selling records, but again, like
Pimp Juice is Nelly,
and Nelly's that guy.
He was. Or he is that guy. So what? So when he said that, like he came to terms, like what does that mean? Like he just flatlined?
I think that like I think if DMX was alive today, he wouldn't be selling records like that. And he was one of the hardest of all times. DMX can't fall off. Like Nelly, did Busta Rhymes fall off?
No.
He didn't fall off.
He always rejuvenated himself every year, every 5 years.
But Busta's not putting out no albums that everybody's running to go get right now. You know what I'm saying? Busta's role has changed. It's like he's just in a different position right now.
He's a happy grind. He's a happy.
Did Cameron fall off?
No, he
can't.
He changed.
He just evolved.
Yeah. Right. He switched it left.
Right. He doesn't need to make rap anymore. Like he's on a whole next thing, and his OG status is eternal. And boom, now he just give niggas advice on sports and tell you what, pause. Like
I love that shit. I love how people could be so smart and just switch it up. Like him, especially him and Mace sitting beside each other after all they went through.
They're both guys. Yeah,
that's commendable. That's commendable. Right?
Yo, but sometimes deadass Cameron be looking like the pastor though, for real. I'm like, who's the pastor again? Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. It's like Mace doesn't have a pastor face. Like I can't take him seriously.
Cameron deadass looks like he could be a pastor still. As he ages.
Oh man, give me a second.
Yeah, take time.
We're gonna edit that part out. So tell me, we're gonna move on to another subject here.
Let's go.
What's your idea of the afterlife?
Afterlife.
What happens in the afterlife?
Inshallah, I hope that in the afterlife, based on our actions here in this world, in the dunya, that we are either nearer or further away from the warmth and the love and the mercy of Allah, of the Almighty. Like, to me, the closer you are to like, you know, the essence of all life, the more complete you're going to feel. That's going to be that state of nirvana. That's going to be whatever Jannat al-Firdaus, like that. I think that's what that experience would be for real. For me, that's what I think of.
I love that.
So I always pray, inshallah, Allah bring us closer. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I want to be closer and closer, ever closer to that energy, to that frequency, to that, you know, the love of Allah, inshallah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that if we can resonate on that frequency as much as possible, like I think that the general like goal is to resonate on a frequency that is beautiful enough that when you pass away, that you keep resonating in beauty. Like, you feel me? It's just gonna amplify the beauty that you're gonna experience. You're gonna be born into a greater beauty. Like, that's what I think it is.
That's amazing. I like that, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful answer. Do you believe that Bigfoot is real?
I don't know.
No?
I don't know.
Bigfoot's not real?
I mean, anything could be real, but why? We wouldn't know by now, like, for sure?
For sure. That's right. We would have known by now. Hilarious. Yo, did you see how Trump won over Kamala? Did you feel like Trump was going to win the whole time?
Of course. You didn't see he ducked the shot?
Oh yeah.
He got clipped in his ear or whatever.
Yeah, but some people are saying that he because he did WWF. You know, in WWF, like what they do is like they cut themselves and then they go up, you know, and then like they have like they take a razor and they just flick themselves here and it's gushing because it's, you know, it's a cut. They're saying that he did the same thing under the podium.
Yo, if he did, he's a genius.
Isn't he not?
Let's not play games.
Yeah.
When I saw Trump get up after they tried to shoot him, put his hand up, and the blood is leaking off his ear, I said he won.
Yeah, game over.
That is the president of the United States of America. There's no way around it. What the fuck? You know this is a game, right?
Yeah.
Is he not the most entertaining? Are you not entertained?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
What?
Yeah, we're in the gladiator era
What?
right now. Yeah, we're in the gladiator.
Gladiator era, bro. Yeah, he won. It is what it is.
What's your writing process like?
It varies. It varies tremendously. Like, sometimes I don't write at all. And I just put the headphones on and feel my way through.
The beat kind of thing?
I do sometimes, but I'm more like just trying to listen, and it'll kind of tell you what the words are right away. I just say it, and then I might find a more articulate way of saying it, and I'll, you know, adjust that. But there's that. I do that sometimes. Other times I'll just like punch and just do the whole thing like that. Sometimes shit. I've been home like a month now, you know. Inside I was writing because like you have to write, you know, because there's no like beats, no. Huh?
You're in the Hezby? You're inside?
Yeah. It's an interesting experience.
Tell me about that. Like you don't have to tell me the details. I mean, outside of it, but like inside, tell me what, like did you feel like you have to cover yourself, like watch yourself over, like anytime, like?
Yo, real shit. First of all that fire business does not fly.
No, I'm not talking about the Batiman thing. I'm talking about like
there's too many Achis in there, and too many like Caribbean niggas.
Yeah.
Too much Somalis and Jamaicans, basically.
Yeah.
Lock off. All that lock off.
Yeah, none of play with that shit.
Lock off.
None of play with that shit. No, I mean, like, you ever felt like unsafe? Have you seen the Oz, by the way? The Oz?
Yeah. Real shit.
Feel like that Oz.
Real shit. Not really.
Okay.
Not really. And alhamdulillah for that. I pray a lot.
Good.
And there's a lot of like, again, like I said, so in Ontario, there's a lot of ox in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, I think that between that, you're good. Like if you're actually sturdy, then you're actually sturdy, right? So then you should be fine. I was okay. Not anything I would recommend. The fuck, there's so many cooler places. Go to Cabo.
Yeah.
Go to Cabo first.
Oh my god! That's low-key the best place in Mexico. Man.
Like real shit.
No,
real shit.
You can keep
like,
Tulum. Cabo. I'll
go to Cabo.
Yeah, I'll go to Cabo.
You know what I'm saying? Go and experience a Temescal. Go do some cool shit. Like the fuck. But also just, you know, stay on your dean and be positive. Like,
have you tried DMT?
Like, no. I'm shook of it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Me too. I'm so
I ain't
scared.
gonna lie.
I'm so scared.
Yo, you know what? You know what I think? Okay.
You're gonna see jins and shit?
No, but you know you release DMT, your brain releases DMT when you pass away, right?
Okay.
So I'm thinking, what if your tolerance goes up because you've already tried it in the dunya, right? And you need X amount of DMT to get like where you're going. Like let's say the DMT is like literally like fuel.
Oh shit! To get to
wherever you need to go next,
yeah.
Right? Maybe you don't go straight to like you don't go just straight go to like you don't just pass away and go straight to heaven. Like well, maybe you got to go somewhere else, and you know what I'm saying. And you're gonna need the DMT to get there, but you already fucked up your shit. You fucked your supply up. You just a little bit short, and your DMT pack just run out before you get there, and now you fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your car broke down on the road, like that shit. Like, because you don't have a body, then how do you travel? Like, you might need the DMT to travel without a body, right? That's what I was thinking.
Well, DMT gets you. They say you take it's an out of body experience. It's your soul leaving your body.
You can do it without DMT.
Yeah. Have you tried it? Have you tried shrooms?
Yes. A lot of times. A lot of shrooms.
I feel like shrooms is like cannabis.
Shrooms.
Same thing as cannabis.
It's not the same thing as cannabis, but it's calm, but it can be very intense.
You know what I don't like though?
What's that?
There's a pretentious scene in Toronto.
Talk about it. Why?
It's like if you're not always on Again, I pay my dues on Queen Street West, but if you're not always on Queen Street West at the parties, like who are you? Like it's what it seems like it is.
Yo, Toronto's so American Canada.
It is.
That's the thing that people don't actually talk about. So, like, I love the United States.
New York is all work. It's all work, in Atlanta too, man.
And all bread. Everything you do in America has a dollar value. Somebody hands you a towel in the washroom, pay that nigga. Like you get a shopping cart, somebody's gonna help you with it, you're gonna pay them too. Like anybody, you pay them. You tip everybody. You literally tip everybody you meet. If you wanna have an ideal experience. If you tip everybody that you meet in America, they'll treat you like royalty. For real. Toronto, it's not exactly that overt, but it's like that. I think it could be super weird, super lame.
But what would you change in the city to make it ideal? To make it like an Atlanta? Because right now it's a school-based capital. Like,
yeah, I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah. Well, what can you change to make it like an Atlanta? Because like every day I'm seeing, I go to you probably know about this on Reddit, Torontoology. You know Torontoology on Reddit? That place is nothing but like fucking death, you know?
Because Toronto's not like Atlanta. Toronto's like the Shire. Toronto's like
Chicago.
Toronto's like baby Chirac.
Yeah. People are really ready to go anytime in the city. That's pretty sad.
I wish it was like Atlanta.
I wish it was too. I wish it was
like Atlanta.
But also
it could be though, you know, like real shit. Like the amount of talent out here is crazy.
I wish the OGs
so much.
But you know what? There's two things I think. A, Canadians don't like the culture. When I say the Canadians, I mean the white Canadians. They don't like the culture.
No, they fake the funk, fam.
They fake the funk. They say they like the culture, but they don't really like the culture.
They love how much money it brings in, though. It brings in a tremendous amount of attention, a tremendous amount of thereby tourist revenue into the city that aside from all the fucking expense of the violence that it causes, it brings in hella money, fam. The fuck? There's nothing more popping in Toronto than, like, excitement-wise than the rap scene.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing more exciting. But it's more exciting than Raptors.
But I feel like these guys are just famous online, and it's just like I'd like to go to a I want to go see fucking what's his face Casper show. I want to see your show more often. You know what I mean? Like every other Saturday. You know what I mean? Like
we need more peace. We need somehow to figure out a way around all of the hyper aggression. The way that mans are getting popping off of the violence, right?
Yeah.
And because mans are getting popping off the violence, how the fuck are mans going to do shows without the violence?
True.
Everybody wants to know that whatever you're saying, whatever you're doing is authentic. Authenticity is like the number one word in 2025. Let's say 2025, where are we at? Right? Authenticity has got to be the number one key word. Right? With that, since we have so much fake shit and people want the real, they love the hyper-realism of the streets. They love the hyper-realism and the graphic nature of the violent acts that take place there.
Yeah.
But it's difficult to transition that into a reasonable sell. How the fuck do I transition this? I mean, Roni's doing 20 city tours and shit.
Who?
Roni, right? What's this guy?
Okay.
A couple of these guys doing. Some of these guys.
A couple of these guys are doing it.
But they're all like, you gotta be in like fucking Muskoka Woods and shit. You can't do no fucking show.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's great.
That's what Classified is doing.
But can you go?
Why not?
Like, it's just out of the way for like the community that is giving you the original platform.
Bro, but that's the thing.
Like, can you come home?
But you can actually create it. So what's his face was telling me like, yo, like so Classified was saying, and I hate to bring Classified up because like he's the most successful artist in Canada when it comes to other than Drake. Yeah.
No way.
I swear on everything I know, it's Drake and then Classified in Canada.
He's more successful than Jesse Reyes?
A rapper, artist, like a rapper, like Jessie Reyes is an R&B singer. She's different.
Okay, and The Weeknd.
So and the also R&B singer.
And what about Nav? He's more successful than Nav.
So Nav is doing American tours. Nav is on a different tip.
Nav is on Canadian. Nav get international money,
Nav
man.
That's Canadian, but he also has the plug with the
But does he?
And
But is he more locked in than Classified? Are you saying Classified getting more breach than Nav?
I'm not. I don't want to argue that.
Come on, what? That sounds outlandish.
Okay,
to me.
but
outlandish.
I haven't seen a Nav doing a 20 city Canadian tour every year.
But he doesn't need to. 20 cities in Canada. What 20 cities are there?
There is a bunch of 20 cities.
Somebody tell me, what 20 cities do we have?
There's 20 cities. I can name them. Let's go. Charlottetown, St. John's, Moncton, fucking PEI, Halifax, Dartmouth, fucking.
I bet you the man are going to go to one of those.
Quebec,
Halifax,
Quebec City, Trois-Rivières, Montreal.
Jeez.
Fucking Laval. Like, let's say 2 more cities around Montreal. That's bringing us to, what is it? 13. And then you have Ottawa, and then you have Toronto, and then you have a bunch of GTA cities. Let's bring up to 14.
Okay, fine.
So like, and then there's.
But how big are the venues? Like, remember, Nav is not doing venues 300 in capacity.
Yes, you're right. Absolutely. But it's just different. What I'm trying to say is,
right? Like he'd have to downsize the capacity. Instead of doing that, Nav will do one show in fucking Moncton, let's be one honest. Show in Halifax. Everybody in all the first 5 cities will fly to the fucking one city just for his concert.
Because Nav is that kind of artist. Nav's that kind of artist.
He's that big.
He's that big. But yeah, so Homie is a legacy act.
It's a legacy act.
So he's saying he's done this time over again, where he started off with like 75 people in the room like 10, 20 years ago. Next time he showed up, there's 500 people in the room. Next time he showed up, there's 1,000 people in the room. That's now he's doing 1,000 people minimum on each city. Nav, on the other hand, is different. Nav works with the Illuminati.
I think they classify his model as a genius way to get money as an independent
Right.
or otherwise
Turn it up and
artist.
get the money in.
He's been building, he's built his community up, and he has that he can leverage forever after.
So I want to talk about Toronto sound. So the Toronto sound was the.
What is the Toronto sound?
Okay, so Joe Budden calls it the underwater noise.
That boy is actually dotish.
Say what?
I think Joe Budden's dotish.
What does dotish mean?
Like stupid, bro. Isn't that the same guy that signed away all of his publishing for Pump It Up, his only hit?
Actually, he got it back.
Oh, congratulations.
He got it back.
Congratulations.
Joe Budden's funny.
He is a hater.
He's a big hit. But
that's why his hair won't grow. It's crazy. Joe Budden's so wicked, bro.
Okay, the singing, rapping flow of the Toronto sound over the last 15 years. Do you think that there's a change happening now? Because I'm noticing a lot of the guys are going back into boom bap.
I think that right now, what Central C say to turn off the auto-tune? See if you really rap.
Who that?
Central C. Man, I'm tired of the everything has its time and space. You feel me?
Yeah.
And the mysterious, eerie, sonic shit is like we already all heard it. Like it's already like Bryson Tiller already borrowed it. Lil Tecca done borrowed it again off the newer wave. Like everybody done took a little bit of sauce from Toronto already. Like, you know, so now okay, cool. Like, what else?
I think Toronto is the capital of that. The dark, eerie noise.
100%. I think Toronto kind of invented plug and B or whatever it's called. You know that plug and B? It's like an R&B.
plug and B. Okay, I got it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a dark R&B, that Party Next Door type shit. Like,
yeah. That's what I'm trying to say.
You know what I'm saying?
So, you think there's a transition to that, like more articulating the words, and just getting straight to the raps?
Well, one Toronto has a lot of R&B. Like in the reality, R&B gets more support in the music scene from like the government and all that type of shit. There's more actual like opportunities for musicians that are R&B singers, I think, in Toronto.
Yeah, absolutely.
But rap does get all the buzz, and everybody knows this. All the youngers coming up can see that, and they listen to what they listen to. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear V's. Like, they want to hear niggas rap and articulate their raps. They're bumping that Detroit shit. Like, they want to hear that. They want to hear, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They want to hear some actual raps. They were fucking with XXX. Like, they fuck with rap. You know what I'm saying? They fuck with Joey Badass and shit like that. They want to hear that. So, like, even though, like, for sure, all the murky underwater type sonics are cool and everything, mm-hmm. people want authenticity. And if they can hear your actual voice and feel some connection with the things you have to say and how you put it all together, then I think that it's more of an authentic connection that they can have than what they would get from like an underwater murky type, you know what I'm saying, type experience. Like,
yeah, you dropped a project this summer.
Not this summer. Earlier this year.
Earlier this year, yeah, in May.
It was like January.
Oh, was it? Fuck. Sorry, my timing was off.
But I was dropping two little pieces and shit of other shit.
You know, I love that track. Oh God, oh God.
You fuck with that?
Oh yo,
I just had to do something because like
that is a fire track.
Yeah, that's crazy. I might do a tape like that too with
yo, that was fire. Yo, please make a video. Like I can picture like when you're at a house party. I don't know, something crazy shit going on.
I wasn't gonna put that song on. It's actually crazy. I wasn't gonna put it on at all. I just made it to make it, like, cause I'm Trini and and I was like, I'm Trini and I feel like we should make we should make cultural shit. Like,
I hear you.
Just do shit for your culture.
Did you feel kind of like, it's kind of like Fabish? I don't want to put it on. Kind of like, really? Did you feel like that at all?
I was like, I don't know where it fits with the rest of my catalog. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, bro, like, if Drake can make fucking Caribbean records, my nigga, like, come on, like, I can make an Afrobeats, fam, then, like, I can do it too, fam. Like, it's crazy. That's what I'm trying to say. It's crazy as fuck.
That's what I'm trying to say, because, like, African, like now, back in the day, when I heard, Afro beats, like what we call Afro beats, it's like shit that I used to listen to like 20 years ago. You know what I mean?
It's like actually your fucking culture. You know, of course you know this shit. Like, we really know this shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's like our shit.
I felt kind of embarrassed because like it sounded like Fabi. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not gonna show people I listen to this, but I like it. And now people love it. People imitate the accent and shit. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm saying that is because that song, it sounded more Trini, it sounded more Caribbean. I feel like if you got to that, I like that bag of yours. If you touch that bag, so more mix it with the hip hop.
Yeah,
shit.
I'm not gonna cap. Like,
that was a sick bag.
One thing I also wanted to do is make sure that, like, because there's a whole movement right now in Trinidad called Trinidad, and the Trinidad movement is like a different type of like. It's not like that. It's not like that. Like, jump up Fabi soca. It's more like a Badman soca, like, you know what I'm saying? I heard of it. It's like more like a Badman soca, like, you know what I'm saying? And some of those guys are niggas that I fuck with, like.
Yeah, I heard reggae out of Trinidad is fucking dancehall out of Trinidad is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
there's an actual.
It's like Trinidad. It's like Trinidad's own dancehall.
Yeah. I know.
And it's a big thing down there.
Yeah.
It's a big fucking thing.
I love that.
So one of my favorite artists from that is on that record. His name's Trinidad Ghost. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Ghost. He's my dog. So we got to do the song. I was like, I only really put it out because we do have Caravana, you feel what I'm saying? We have Caravana, and every Caravana, I know I need to hear a 1-2 Zessa music. Man.
You got to re-release it.
Yeah, I have to hear Zessa music every Caravana, you feel me?
Yeah.
Not just like I'm not bumping all that. I don't really bump Marsha Montano and shit, no disrespect, but that's like an older generation type shit for me. I'm not really crazy about all that jump up wave shit.
I'm not gonna front. I'm not a huge soca fan.
I don't like it.
I mean, I love
personally
soca sometimes, but yeah, I don't.
I fuck with more. I'll fuck with a 1-2 Destra, 1-2, but I'm not really fucking with the jump up wave
song to get the party started. Like, I can't play 8 songs in a row. Nigga, like,
bro, you just play dancehall. Like, I'd rather just play dancehall. You feel me?
I like dancehall. Yeah.
Me, I like gunman music more.
I hear I'm not gonna front. We all do. You should see me. I'm like playing. Today I was listening to Bone Crusher, Never Scared. Driving
That's crazy. You're different. Love it.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, it was cool. So what's next, man?
I'm actually about to start streaming my little streaming channel.
Okay.
I like it's on Kick. You can follow me on that shit.
What is it? What are you gonna do?
It's House Arrest TV on Kick.
All right.
You feel me?
All right.
So, I have to be in my little situation for a little bit longer. I got about a year left on my house arrest. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna stream the whole thing.
Yeah.
Make sure that I'm just filming everything, and sharing all of it. Just put out a bunch of music. I got a whole lot of music to put out. Like, I got a new tape I'm about to drop in the early 2025 called Memos from Bordeaux. It's a really, really dope project. I got some dope special guests on that joint. So I really, really can't wait to share it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm working on a whole brand, like about to put up some clothing and shit like that. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be fun. So I'm just working on these type of little things, and
I want to see that Twitch.
And grow with my little girl too. You know what I'm saying? I got my daughter and so on. Just that's it. My daughter's turning 9 tomorrow, so these type of things. So just trying to lock in on that, lock in on the family. If I build up the family, I got a couple artists now that I myself am producing, I'm developing. So pushing my artists, building up. I have a jewelry. Bro, did I tell you I have a jewelry company?
What?
A jewelry company. Did I tell you what it is? Yeah, I make ice too, fam. We have a jewelry company. My partner and I started a little while ago, about almost 2 years now. It's called Dagani Jewelers.
Okay.
Holla will get you right. You know what I'm saying?
Is that from your brand right there?
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's a unique piece, by the way.
Thank you. We specialize in unique pieces. I want to make sure that everybody has something one-on-one. If you go to our page, Dagani Jewelers, you'll see it's like all the pieces are like really one of ones. We haven't done a whole lot of pieces because, like I said, we're only about 2 years in. Mm-hmm. But all the pieces that we're doing, I don't really even want to take on projects that are not unique. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really keenly and only focused on doing one of one pieces. You know, making sure that I'm just trying to find, you know, make sure I'm staying creative as much as possible. Like that's really what it is.
I think niggas really want to know what side of Toronto are you from, brother?
Bro, I'm from Markham. Originally, I'm from Markham.
Okay.
You know, I'm from Markham, way uptown, and then I moved down here.
Cool. Favorite spot to eat? Trini food.
Oh,
if it's like your mom's kitchen or your auntie's kitchen or who have you, where would you go?
Yo, I can't remember the exact name of the spot. I think it's Mona's Roti in Scarborough.
Oh, okay, Scarborough. Okay.
Jeez, bro.
Mona's Roti. Okay, I've heard of that place.
Bro, listen.
The doubles are
it's
fine.
Bad. It's so crazy. I shouldn't even have said it because it has me reminiscing, bro. It's bad.
Jamaican spot.
Give me a second. Okay, I hope nobody's vexed with this one. And I have my halal restrictions, but I fuck with Rasta Pasta in Kensington Market.
Oh, big shout out to Rasta Pasta.
Shout out Rasta Pasta. That's my dog. I love Rasta Pasta. Kensington Market.
I know. Do you drink espresso martinis?
No.
Best drink?
Water.
Where's the best place to go grab a drink, man?
Best place to grab a drink in a dot? Let me think real quick. You know what I like?
After a long day, you made some tracks, putting some work in.
I like going places where I don't think I'm gonna bump into anybody at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Like no one. Like I might go to the W.
Okay.
Or some shit like that.
Yeah, W's alright.
Like, you know, on the slick, just put my hoodie on and go to the W.
W's a flat place.
You know, shit like that. Like, you know.
Are you a Tesla guy or not?
Yo, I am literally debating whether or not I should get one myself.
You know, Cybertruck. Cybertruck's a fly. I've seen like a
Cybertruck might be the hardest truck of all time.
It is. It truly is.
That's a truck, fam.
It is. It is.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
God.
I live in the new market and like I've seen 8 of them so far.
Hard.
All in new market.
Hard.
What is going on?
Are they wrapped?
Yeah, some of them are like shiny. Like you can't even see at night. You won't see them coming towards you because they're blending in, right? You see the lights.
Okay, let's not keep talking about that. I think I need one.
G-Wagon or the Cybertruck.
You just literally read my mind. I'm thinking right now. You think the Cybertruck? So you know, G-Wagon is actually a write-off.
It is. I know in the US it is, but I don't know about Canada.
You can do it here too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, but it's not. So is it Cybertruck? What's heavier, Cybertruck or G-Wagon?
I think the G-Wagon's heavier.
Really?
Because electric cars are typically more lighter.
I think Cybertruck anyway. I'd take a Cybertruck over G-Wagon for sure. Mm-hmm. You can make beats in a fucking Cybertruck, bro.
I didn't know that. I just like the way it looks aesthetically.
But that thing's crazy.
Aesthetically pleasing.
I think I cook up in there off the screen in the thing.
Do you smoke cigarettes?
No.
Okay. What else, man? Fuck. I just want to shoot the shit and get into it.
Do you smoke cigarettes?
I do. I was gonna ask what's your cigarette to smoke if you did smoke cigarettes? I know everybody smokes cigarettes.
Bro, honestly, I actually hate cigarettes so much.
Oh, for real? Okay.
I hate cigarettes so much I can't even answer that, but definitely not next.
Yeah, for real. Belmont.
I would want, if I smoke cigarettes, I'd have to import mine. Like,
okay. Newport?
Like Marlboro or some type of shit.
You can get those in Canada.
You can get those. Newports, so the actual Marlboros in the same package?
Yeah.
Oh,
no. That's not in the.
What are Marlboros here?
The Marlboros are Canadian packets. They taste the same thing.
What are they called?
Smellbros.
Oh, for real?
But they come in the Canadian packets. Yeah, it's not labeled.
Well, then I would probably smoke some shit like that.
Yeah.
I'd probably smoke some shit like that. You know.
Do you think Toronto has a homeless problem?
I think Toronto has a drug problem.
Okay. Like what kind of drug? Like a Fenty problem?
Toronto might have a homeless problem separately. But the problem that the homeless problem that people are seeing, like on road, like the tents and all that shit.
Man, it's getting bad out there.
That tent shit is a Fetty problem.
Okay.
That's the fentanyl epidemic that you're seeing live in front of your face. Because that is not about, like, Canada has so many programs and systems in place that a lot of times I think that the people that are dealing with homelessness are people that I think that Toronto has a couch surfing
epidemic as well.
Epidemic.
Yeah.
I think that's a crazy thing.
I haven't couch surfed since like 20.
I think a lot of people are not stable because of the economy, maybe, or something.
Nobody's fucking stable.
I think the economy is probably kind of fucked up. I don't know entirely what I think.
It's looking really shoddy right now, but you know, shit's gonna change eventually.
Yeah. I think that some people are just taking it hard. I'm hearing a lot of people are working like multiple jobs and shit. Like,
yeah, I got three jobs.
You know, like I think that it's like that's just where we're at in time right now. That people have to put in like hella work just for shit that would have been not hella work to put in before. So everybody put in hella work basically, and I don't know that the problem with the tents and all that stuff is related to just housing. I don't think it's a housing issue.
I think these people are addicted.
I think it's an addiction issue.
Else but smoke.
Like they are. Like people are gonna do Fetty before they pay their rent. Like
that's true.
Look how many people are renting out places, how many landlords are renting out places and can't get their rent. That's crazy. How's your housing issue if people like have houses and they don't want them?
True. How do you feel about you know those guys on YouTube when they record their good deeds and shit? How do you feel about those clips? I'm starting to see a lot of these guys doing that in Toronto too now. They go up to people and record their good deeds.
Hype.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy behavior. Why are you doing that, fam? Real shit, fam. Why are you doing that?
It's bizarre.
That's like doing bad deeds on the camera.
The one time I saw
doing good deeds specifically to put them on camera is like doing bad deeds specifically to put them on camera. It's an idiot thing.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I think foolishness, fam.
Because
how real are you? Like you kind of like. Like if you're doing positive shit and it gets caught on camera, one thing. If you need to put some positive shit on camera to promote it so that it could be more positive shit done, I fully understand. But if you're doing positive actions so that you could gain clout, you're a fucking clown.
But you can't even quantify the last two. Like
I'm not watching anything.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
To be real with you, I don't even see these things. But I wouldn't like. If it depends on niggas' intentions, and I can't gauge anybody else's intentions, you know. Inshallah, more good things are happening in the world. So fuck it.
What's your message to the new artists coming up in Toronto?
Live and be authentic. Come on, man. Like really, I just feel like if people are expressing themselves, truly be honest with who you are at the core of your being. Be true to yourself. And that comes with also knowing yourself. I don't know if niggas forgot. You have to know yourself, you know. It's a serious thing. Because, like, you know, I think it's easy for people to get caught up in what they think other people think is cool. And then trying to present that. That's a poison for all of us. It's better for us to be able to grow and learn from one another. You see things that you know damn well that make you comfortable, that makes you uncomfortable. You know, with your own friend group, with people that you care about, people that you love. You don't have to present that bullshit too, just because that's what they're doing. Like, we can do something else. We can do something better. If we can move in that direction, then we'll be moving further ahead. Like, that's what I think.
No doubt.
You know, I hope.
I love that. That. Well, what else? Before we get going here, what else? Tell me something. Are you gonna promise me to make more tracks like Oh God?
I don't
Please,
know.
You gotta, man.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. I feel like we're going through a renaissance. There's a boom bap renaissance. There's also people want to dance. People, nobody wants to stand. Nobody wants to stand in the club anymore.
I know that for sure.
They don't want to just stand there. You know what I mean? Like nobody wants to stand there and look cool.
I have an Afrobeat song.
Okay, let us know. Just send it over to me. I want to listen to it.
It's super hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who produced it?
Rich Kid.
Oh yeah.
And Tommy's on it too. It's me, Rich Kid, and Tommy.
Okay. Yeah, that guy is the most hardest working guy I've ever met in my life. Yeah, most hardest working guy. He's everywhere.
He's so interesting. I wasn't even thinking to get on no damn Afrobeat song. He just played the beat. And I was like, he played the beat for me. And I was like, bro, this ain't ready for me.
He's so cool though. That guy's like,
so cool.
He's fucking cool. I love that guy.
He played it. I was like, yo, I'm gonna call my friend. I was like, I think my friend told me to fuck this up. And Tommy was like, oh, like, I think she kind of, I at first was trying to get her to just jump on the record for herself.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she thought that I was saying for us to get on the song.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fuck it, I just went along with it, you know? And it turned out to be a banger. I was like, okay, let's do this again.
I can't wait for that to come out.
That's a heat tough. It'll be out soon.
All right, yo, this is Black Mob. This is episode 660. This is the Steady Mobbin Podcast.
Steady Mobbin.
And to my right,
Kufis World.
This is it. We here.
Yeah,
Hope you guys enjoy the conversation. We're doing this more.
Yup.
Like, music is, there's a couple of emotions.
Yeah.
Food creates emotion because when you're hungry, you want the food that you want. Friends create an emotion because when you go and you hang out with your friends and you go and have a good time with your friends. And especially if they're your old friends, so they have history on you for time. But music, why do you think all these older people sit there and still listen to 70s classic rock? Because they remember where they were on that moment when that song was playing. And they remember, because I remember the first time I ever heard Who Shot Ya from Biggie Smalls. Cheers.
I love that track.
Yo, is that audio fucking good on that? We'll fucking wing it. We're gonna wing it.